Hello, I'm Pastor Jeremy Combs, and we're going to pause for a proverb. Let's go. We're in Proverbs chapter 3, and we're in verse number 24. When thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yea, thou shalt lie down, and thy sweet sleep shall be sweet. Have you ever had trouble sleeping? Oh man, there can be a variety of reasons for this. Maybe it was you took a long nap in the afternoon. Maybe it is you had some caffeine a little bit later in the day. Sometimes it can be a pain. You just can't get comfortable. But maybe one of the biggest reasons we have trouble sleeping is because of worry. You say, well, I just can't shut off my mind. I can't stop thinking about such and such a thing. But the truth is, we call it many different things, but it's really anxiety. It's being afraid of what is going to happen, or maybe even what might happen. You say, what is the remedy for this? Well, let's go to God, the great physician. And what he says is not a sleeping pill, but it is wisdom. When we seek for and follow God's wisdom, we can have confidence in that whatever we face, it's going to turn out all right. Solomon said that seeking wisdom helps you not only to turn off your mind to whatever worries you, but wisdom turns on your mind to something that will give you peace. Notice he says, when thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yea, thou shalt lie down. And it's not just no fear. It's actually that your peace can be sweet. You ever have a nap or go to bed and then you wake up and it feels like you didn't sleep at all? And then there's other times you take that nap, go to sleep and you wake up and it's like you're so refreshed. Well, how did Solomon learn how to have that refreshing sleep? I think he learned it from his dad. David spent what should have been for many a difficult night running from Saul and then later Absalom. But yet we read in the Psalms that David said, I will both lay me down in peace and sleep. For thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety. And David passes that to Solomon. Solomon passes it to us. So you want to have a good night's sleep. Wisdom is the key. Verse number 25. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it comes. Hey, life has a lot of twists and turns, and we can somewhat prepare for many things in life, but life always has what we would call the curveball that it throws you. This is why we often invest in insurance. We put back a little bit of extra money. We have contingency plans, but it's the twists that come up, and it may not be that big of a deal, but it's just the suddenness that gets us. I think sometimes at church I'll be here working and I'm thinking about something, or I've got my earbuds in and I'm listening to something, and someone will come in, won't drop any names, but he cleans the basement of the church, and he'll just walk right up and I give him a and I mean just jump, and just scares me to death. And it's not that he's trying to scare me. He's not really that scary of a guy. It's just he walks up and suddenly comes upon me, and it scares me. This is what life can do many times to us. It comes right up on us. You have a routine checkup, and you find out there's some abnormalities, and it sends us into a tailspin. Sudden fears can scare us, but so can inconsistencies in life. You look at somebody, they're not living right, and yet they seem like they're succeeding. Well, that can sometimes really dampen our spirit. Well, what do we need? What's the solution to this? Well, we need to look to the Lord. Not look at the circumstances or what we think, but trust His wisdom. Keep it, live it, and obey it. And so that when life sneaks up on you, you have a natural fallback and help. And then finally, we have to do this fast. Proverbs 3:26, for the Lord shall be thy confidence and shall keep thy foot from being taken. We've spent several verses now talking about the benefits of wisdom on your soul, on your sleep, on your speech, on your steps, and on your soul. And now we're talking about the spirit and our confidence, okay? And sometimes when we say confidence, you think, well, that's prideful, isn't it? Well, don't mistake cockiness for confidence. Cockiness, that's confidence in self. I guess the best way we could say that would be pride. What does pride get you? Well, Proverbs 16:18, pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Confidence, though, is not in ourselves, but it's trusting in God. And if we have confidence in God, what happens? He keeps your foot from being take it. He keeps you from falling to the snares of the enemy, and he keeps you walking in the safe way so that you will not fail. So have a good night's sleep. Don't let life catch you unawares, and step with the Lord today. God bless you. We'll see you next time.